Hey, Dana here, and welcome to my vlog. This is my product review of usually whatever I decide to purchase. Well, I've been getting these infomercials on how to save money on your electric bill. And I don't know whether they're scams or not, but I've been watching this one for a couple months, and what he says makes sense to me. Okay, the waves coming into your house, electric waves coming into your house, are sporadic. Also, we all had to go to the digital metering, and ever since the digital metering came in, the prices have gone almost twice as much. I got thinking about it, and I says, okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll do a vlog on it. So here we are, and I already opened the bag to a point here. I will plug these in, and I got 4 of them. It was the best, I believe, probably the best way to go. I'm going to put one in my garage, one in my cellar, on the main floor, and in the bedroom. So here's the company, Stopwatt, electricity saving box. And like I said, if mine is as much as $600 a month for electricity. I had no choice but to go on a budget billing. I am with NYSEG in New York. I went from about $260 a month to almost $600 a month, depending on what month it is. And it's like crazy. I decided to go and pick this up. We'll see. Electricity saving box, digital saving device. It's good 60 days. If it doesn't save you any money, they'll take their money back. And I'll be putting this back up as a scam. So anyway, we're going to do it. Optimize. Stopwatch stabilization, optimize. So again, I bought 4 of them. One for my cellar, one for the garage, one for the main floor, and one for the upstairs bedroom area. All right, stay tuned. We'll get these installed.
Hey, Dana here, and welcome to my blog. And this is continuation of using that energy saving product that I purchased last week. As you can see my usage right now, this was between June 18th and July 17th, okay? I just put those in probably around the 20th, so I'm not going to see any results till next month. So this is where we're at right now, just so you can see my billing. Last month I was at $333. In May to June, $239. April to May, $288. And jumping into March to April, $419. February to March, $485. Now we really get into it. January to February, 1 month, $705. And guess what? Here's my max for the year. December to January, $27, and then it dropped back down to $5. But there's your heavy months right here. December to January, and then January to February, and then it'll drop. So this time last year, though, I was at $414, and equivalent this year, I'm at $300. So almost $100 savings between between this month and this month. So might start cranking up in August. Well, shouldn't be as much, but we're back around again. So 440 last year and 330 this year, which is what you just saw, or no, you didn't. I just saw comparing the bills. Like 24% cheaper and $10. I'm not sure what the heck happened here. 330. I'm not sure what previous month is. Previous year. Oh, previous month, last month, vice last year. Like half. I don't get that. 321. But it's saying that we're saying I've used less this year than I did last year. So I don't get it. But that was, they're using basically, so let's see what the kilowatts are. My current 1375 with 45 average. 995 with an average of 32. And the previous year, that's a big jump. I don't know why. But anyway, I am trying to recover. I'm on budget billing because right here, this is where it got me. I could not afford this per month. It got me. It nailed me. It's $1,400. What's my current bill? This is for invoice. Let's see what I've got for total right now. Budget billed since April. Actual charges. Outstanding bill. April 4. Payment agreement is here. Pays date. $10 a month. So I'm currently at $14.82. Budget bill. Actual current month $430. So after payment negative 400. I gotta get this caught out. That was at 2 months, like I told you. I was in the hole. Starting balance was 19, now I'm at 14. Okay. And still 402 a month. And payment upon receipt, 402. Previous month, receipt 45, 430. So I guess I've still got to get this outstanding, still 1,400 in electrical. So, all right, so that's where we're at. We'll see what we look like next month. Like I said, I put those in, and that's just about right. You're billing it past 246. Next payment due will be 8/5. Okay. Amount due 10. Total agreement balance 19. I don't know why past due. Amount due 402, which is what my agreement is. And pulling $10 a month. Next billing will be the 18th. Budget balance negative 445. Your energy cost evenly over a 12-month period. So let's have charges to start budget billing. And since the start budget balance. All right, so there we are. Great. All right, 402, of course, we billed on the 13th. Get that. that's where we're at now. So let's see what we look like next month. 13.7. All right, a little bit better than that. So it gives you a little different insight there. Okay, we'll definitely look at this next month. May to June. June, July, 30-day period, up 95. Your electric changes are about 95% higher than previous bill. That's nice. And no, 400 and something kilowatt more during the recent bill. And I can't tell you why. How does my home use energy? Hot water, kitchen, electric cooling. I don't know how they know that. This I got to do something with this. Means I need to get a timer probably. I know that. I have an old hot water heater. So there's what looks like my issue. My kitchen has got dishwasher, electronics to the television, cooling. We use the geothermal, and we also use a portable air conditioner and heater unit. So there's my issue, my hot water, because we're using, taking showers and we're running hot water and dishwasher and stuff like that. I had a on-demand system at one time. So there's definitely my issue here. I need to get something, maybe solar heating system for hot water. So I need to investigate that. Wow. Okay. Okay. A short quiz, get more accurate insight about where you're using energy compared to similar homes. I might do that another day, but there you are. If you have a regular hot water tank, that's probably where our issue is. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, definitely share. And we're going to see how those energy saving plugs work.
Hey, Dana here, and welcome back. Well, what we're doing is putting these so-called energy savers in. I put 2 in, plugged 2 in the other day. One's in our bedroom, the other one's in our another one down in the main area there, entrance area. So these 2 here, one's going in the garage and the other one's going in the cellar. The thing about the one in the cellar is they're all LED downstairs. So what's going on is we have phantom electricity running through, and all the LEDs are flashing. All right, remember I just mentioned all my in the cellar are all LEDs. And as you can see, every one of them are flickering because of the fact the power's off. Okay, my switch is off. But because the LEDs use very little energy, if there's electricity flowing through your home, they're going to let you know. So, this will be that test for that energy saver. I will plug that in probably right there, right near the, I've got a plug right real close to the fuse box. So all the energy comes in right there and goes out through the house. So if all of a sudden I plug that in, and guess what? All these LEDs stop flickering. It's doing just what they said it was going to do. All right? This goes on 24/7 with power off. And some electricians will say, well, your system's not grounded like it should be. But I don't know. I can't remember if I had this problem before the breaker of the digital meter went in. All right, stay tuned. Let's see. Okay, we are in the garage. And here's my fuse box here. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to show you something a little later here. I'm going to put that right here. And that is running right through the rest of the systems here. LEDs, like I said, rob energy that's just sitting there. Now I found at night, I can look up and these are glowing. There's no full light, but they are glowing. So you still got energy running through there. We're heading to the garage right now, or cellar. I'm going to plug these in. We're going to see if that stops the phantom electricity. All right. Coming in right now. Going to put this as close to my box as possible. And here it is right here. You ready? We'll see if this actually stops that from robbing it. It really hasn't stopped the flashing. I have a fuse at the other side here. I turn this back on quick. Can pull it from there. I have another one, which is the bottom of my stairs. I have everything coming into it as well. Cobwebs. I think I'd rather have it as close to the fuse box as possible. Okay, at this point, they're all installed. I put it at the bottom of the stairs to start with, and then I put it over there actually where the fuse box actually is, but I'm still not seeing a stop in the phantom. Maybe it'll take a little while, so we'll see. All right, stay tuned. So I have one in the garage, and I have one in the cellar, I have one on the main floor, and I have one up in the upstairs bedroom.